This SUV TV broadcast of Holiday Hoopsgiving is brought to you by Adidas, 7 Group, Atlanta Hawks, Dribble Bridge, and CBA Sports.
And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 6th Annual Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament here on the campus of Holy Innocents Episcopal School on the SUV TV, where the 4-1 Wheeler Wildcats will take on the 3-0 St. Francis Knights. My name is Duane Walker, along with Mondre Allen. We'll be bringing you the call this afternoon. And Mondre, we've got, I love these. Whenever a public school plays against a private school, I kind of relish in that. We've got the defending single-A champion in St. Francis taking on the Wheeler Wildcats, who fell a little short last year.
Yes, sir. I am ready for a heavyweight fight. I get to see Duane, who I've often said could be the best player in this state. Kai Simmons, Jordan Brown go against the freshman phenom, Isaiah Collier, Sam Hines Jr. in the building. We already know what he is. And they going head-to-head. Let's get it.
All right, we'll see how it works out. St. Francis will be dressed in white. They've got gray numerals. Meanwhile, the Wheeler Wildcats, they'll wear blue, numerals in blue with a yellow trim. Wheeler coached by Larry Thompson. St. Francis, Drew Catlett. We'll set the starting lineups for you as they possess the basketball, and the first possession will go over to the Wheeler Wildcats. They'll look this way. Prince Davies will be a guard. He's a senior. Isaiah Collier, 6'4" freshman. Nash Kelly, number 10. Sam Hines Jr. And Jamil Giles.
I am anxious to see how the freshman Isaiah Collier handles this matchup with Duane Odom. Duane Odom is a senior. Isaiah is a freshman.
There is a learning curve.
And Duane Odom is a man.
No doubt about that.
No need to explain that to the audience. By the third quarter, you'll know exactly what I mean.
Jashawn Holt, assessed that personal foul, his first team foul for St. Francis. At the free throw line is number 20, Sam Hines Jr. He's a senior.
Sam Hines is just so steady. You know exactly what you're going to get from him game in, game out. Going to crash the boards, give you second chance opportunities, and scores inside.
1 of 2 from the line. It's 1-0 Wheeler Wildcats. Here's that guy you mentioned, Duane Odom. Driving with the basketball, working inside is number 24, Chase Ellis. He can't get the basketball to fall. Back with it the other way comes Nash Kelly, number 10. They'll try to swing the basketball side to side. That's the freshman. A little long with that three-point attempt.
And he's tapping his chest saying, my bad, but hey, this is Hoopsgiving and you're playing against St. Francis. You just got to make the next play.
Here's the outlet pass. It's a touchdown. But it only counts as 2 points for the freshman, Isaiah Collier.
That's going to help the young fella's confidence, get him a bucket early, get to see the ball go down. It's going to make him feel comfortable.
For a second, I thought he might try to flush that. Up and no was number 23, Jordan Brown. Back the other way, Collier tried to thread the needle, but stolen away by Holt. He wanted the alley-oop, but couldn't grip the basketball, but Duane Odom scores anyway, his first 2 of the game.
Couldn't tell if he got away with a little
Jaminski
extra
step?
half a step. Yeah, it looked a little different.
Today's officiating crew, Sidney Wilkins, Paul McCadney, and the R today is Charles Dunn. Right down low to Sam Hines Jr. He'll kick it back out to Kelly. Kelly will short limit. Grabbed out of the air by number 21. That's Kai Simmons.
Oh, I love what I'm seeing from these two teams earlier. High intensity. Sam Hines set a screen on the previous play. Jashawn Holt just ran through it.
Simmons inside, off glass, no. Holt with the offensive rebound. May have gotten grabbed. I talked to the officials before the game. They said they're going to let him play. They want to be on top of the action, though.
As they should. Let the teams prove it on the floor.
They swing it around at number 2. That's no good. That's Prince Davies. Davies, the 6'3" senior. In the corner, left wide open, and stroking that is downtown for Jordan Brown.
Very good shot there. Love the drive and kick game.
All right, let me test your knowledge here. Do you remember a guy named Downtown Freddie Brown from back in the day?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I might get to use that one today, Downtown Brown. All right, 5-3 the score, 5:14 to play. Isaiah Collier with it now dumping inside, going up and getting the roll.
Hey, listen, man, that is a heck of a play from a freshman. Had Duane Odom up on him, did not back down, and gets the rebound on the other end.
Back the other way they come. Nash Kelly going up and laying it good. Nash Kelly.
I'm going to say something that gets people to talk about me and may say some bad things about me, but Isaiah Collier has a little John Wall in him.
I agree. Nice comparison. 7-5 the score, 4:41 to play, first quarter. Brown again. He'll hit again, his second three-pointer of the afternoon.
We've seen that all day. Guys being a little bit late on the closeout. You got to get out there and challenge that.
8-7 the score. St. Francis with their first lead of the game. Answering from three, Sam Hines Jr. He's got 6 points already.
I'm not sure where Sam is going to school at. I need to go and look that up. But he's going to make a college coach very happy. Some college coaches sleeping well at night because they recruited Sam Hines.
Hines, now Brown, excuse me. No. Whipped out of there by Kelly. Kelly to Sam Hines Jr. He crosses over. Now whirly birds in the paint. He'll kick it outside. Bam! Prince Davies.
This is different from Willard. This is different.
Couple of trifectas already in the early going. 3:43 to play. 13-8 our score. Whipping and dipping inside is number 24, Chase Ellis, getting on the scoreboard for the first time, and it's 13-10. Hines will whip it back out to Kelly. And I must remind you, we are working with a 30-second shot clock. I'm not so sure how often it will be utilized and take all the way down to the bottom.
Hey, these two teams aren't worried about that shot clock. They're in it. They're playing man. They're going after each other. Watch your head.
Sam Hines Jr. What an assist by Prince Davies. Spin, up, Chase Ellis. He'll get hacked from behind. It looked like the freshman Isaiah Collier got him.
That's a good move. I like what I'm seeing, even from Duane Odom early. Duane is allowing his teammates to get involved early. I don't have to force it. Everybody knows who I am and what I'm about. I don't have to force it early. I'm going to let my teammates get involved and get their confidence going early.
That personal foul went to number 1, Isaiah Collier. That's his first team foul. A couple of substitutions for Wheeler. Checking in is number 12. That's Javon Gamery. And number 35, Maxwell Harris.
Wheeler's such a powerhouse program. So is St. Francis. I remember watching St. Francis back in that 2014, 2015 time frame. My co-host on the Love a Game podcast, Cabral Huff, was their head coach. A couple of NBA guys on that team.
Okay.
Won a state championship.
Sam Hines will work his way into the lane. Just puts it up with the right hand. Thought he was going to go up with the left. He switched it up and went with the right.
He's tough. He's tough. Sam Hines, an ex-St. Francis basketball player, transferred over to Wheeler, playing against some of his former teammates.
We have 2 shots coming. Need to hook that up. Hey, I don't have a 35 on the sheet. I'm looking on my sheet, and I don't have a 35 on my sheet for the Wheeler Wildcats, so I'm not sure how they're going to handle this. I said Maxwell Harris, but I've got a number 55.
His name is Harris.
But he is in the book. Okay, he is in the book. So number 35 is Maxwell Harris. 17-12 is our score with 2:40 to play. Seth Hubbard now checks in, the 6'2 sophomore guard for the St. Francis Knights. Back the other way come the Knights. Brown, the alley-oop. Oh, my goodness, I thought he was going to hit his head on the rim and hurt himself.
Watch your head, and Duane Odom just had his chest at the rim.
Duane Odom. Here he comes again. Jordan Brown open look. He's already got 2 3-pointers. Holt chases after it. Back the other way comes the Wheeler Wildcats. There's some contact. Let's see what the call is. They're going to call a 2-shot foul.
It's going to be interesting from quarter to quarter to see the adjustments that we see from these two teams. We got 2 not only powerhouse programs, with great players, but you also have powerhouse coaches coaching giants on each sideline.
Now, he said number 35. I don't have a number 35 on my sheet, so I'm sorry. They've switched it up. They're now going to say the foul went to number 24, Chase Ellis. For Ellis, that's his first personal foul, second team foul. Maxwell Harris stands at the free throw line. He'll get another one. Harris is the 6'4 junior.
If I'm St. Francis on this possession, I'm trying to get Jashawn Holt a touch. I want to see that guy get going. We need him to win if I'm St. Francis.
St. Francis in their offense. Odom with the basketball now. Odom crosses over, steps back.
That's tough.
18 feet. No, there's your guy Holt, but he can't get up enough. As number 2 came down with the basketball, Prince Davies.
What a rebound. Prince Davies showing some hops there. Bunnies.
Gamery now in the corner, firing. No, sir. Whipped out of there by Brown. Seth Hubbard in his way. Back the other way come the Wildcats. Going up and scoring. That's number 35, Maxwell Harris.
Seth Hubbard and Brown have to get on the same page there. Brown wanted Seth Hubbard to run the floor, expecting him to push up the floor to the corner.
Seth Hubbard coming into this game, he's coming off of an ankle injury that he suffered in the second game of the season. And he's just a sophomore, but hey, made his presence in the championship game last year against Eagles Landing Christian Academy, or earlier this year, I should say, in March. He had a clutch free throw at the end to seal the deal for St. Francis. We're under a minute to play, 20-14 the score. Wheeler Wildcats, they have the basketball and the lead. Duane Walker along with Mondre Allen. You're watching the 6th annual Holiday Hoopsgiving basketball tournament on the SUV TV.
Just gave Duane Odom props for being patient. Then he forces a couple of jump shots. Not necessarily forced. He was open, but no, that's not the shot that they necessarily want him to take.
Gamery shot it with the shot clock winding down. There's an offensive rebound.
What a battle inside. It's tough.
Holt coming back the other way. You want to see him get going. Oh, my goodness, that is so quick. But he leaves it short. Back the other way come the Wheeler Wildcats. Attacking the basket.
That's a great block.
How about it from Chase Ellis? Seth Hubbard goes up. He'll pass it off to Odom. Reverse layup, good. Duane Odom.
I tell you, every time I watch that kid, I feel like there's a chance that I'm going to see something that I've never seen before.
So you're saying there's a chance. First quarter's in the books with our score. The Wheeler Wildcats 20, St. Francis 16. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving basketball tournament on the SUV TV.
This SUV TV broadcast of Holiday Hoopsgiving is brought to you by Adidas, 7 Group, Atlanta Hawks, Dribble Bridge, and CBA Sports.
We are back. St. Francis inbound.
Just 20 seconds gone. There's Holt, the guy you talked about. Errant shot. No good for Chase Ellis, and the basketball will be out of bounds.
Jashawn Holt's a really good basketball player. I know he kind of forced that one. He's gone quite a bit of time without getting good touches, but he's got to wait till he gets a chance to work in space.
Wheeler Wildcats, they have the lead and the basketball. And they're going to call, is that a foul or a 3-second violation? Looks like a foul call. Wheeler Wildcats. Who'd they give that to?
21.
What name you got for that?
I have.
We'll check on that.
Carlos Silva.
Well, Silva's actually wearing number 5 today. So we'll work on that. Back the other way come the Wheeler Wildcats. Nonetheless, 20-16 the score. Gamery up and good. He gets on the scoreboard for the first time. He's a 5'8" sophomore guard.
Coach Thompson really trusting his bench. He's letting those guys play. Put them in. They're playing extended minutes.
They're going to call a hold on the play. Give it to Javon Gamery on that hand check. His first personal foul. Fourth team foul against Wheeler. Side out for St. Francis. St. Francis, they play single A private. Defending state champions.
Wheeler going to some zone now.
Holt can't get the roll. And substituting, number 14, Toby Gaines, is in the game. And I believe they gave that foul to Toby Gaines, who just checked in. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul against St. Francis. Wheeler has the lead in the basketball, 22-16 to score. Isaiah Collier with it as they'll run their offense. St. Francis playing man. Harris over to Collier. The count is on. Here comes Ellis with the trap. Got a piece of that ball. In the corner is Harris again.
St. Francis really getting out on those screens, really challenging it.
Missing the bunny, but there's going to be two shots. Number 23 took that basketball strong to the goal for Wheeler, Jamil Giles, and as a result, he drew a foul. That foul with the number 24, Chase Ellis, that's his second personal. So Coach Catlett may think about getting him out of the ball game.
I don't know a lot about Jamil Giles, but one thing I can tell you that I like right now is that he is playing basketball in Jordan 11s right now. I'm a fan. If you still hooping,
it must be the shoes.
If you are still hooping in 11s, which Duane Odom also is my personal favorite Jordan of all time. If you are hooping in 11s, I'm a fan. Immediately.
Second attempt on the way, rolls off the rim. Holt will clear, 23-16 the score. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the first half. Hope you're enjoying the Holiday Hoopsgiving basketball tournament. Number 14 launches that one up. No good, Toby Gaines. Back the other way, Kelly. Ooh, there's a traveling violation right there. A little off balance as Kelly tried to thread the needle to number 23, Jamil Giles.
I feel like Wheeler has cleaned up their offense and defense in transition. Like, they really look good getting up and down the floor. The ball's moving. Everybody running to a good spot. They know what they're in.
Sam Hines Jr. checks back into the ball game for the Wheeler Wildcats. Kelly cuts off Brown. In the corner is Holt with the basket. There's that guy, Jason Holt. He finally gets on the scoreboard. 3-point basket. Brown comes up with the rebound for St. Francis, clears a little space. Little Euro step, comes down with the basketball, and that's going to be a travel. Instead of playing on, he looked for the referee for a call and took an extra step.
We saw that in the last game, too. Guys got to understand when the refs are letting you play, this game is going to be a little bit physical. Two good teams, great players. They're going to let you fight it out a little bit.
Turnovers at a minimal after the first quarter of play. Wheeler only committed one, while St. Francis had just 2 turnovers. So both teams controlling the basketball. Wow, that was a gorgeous play by Sam Hines Jr.
Watch your head. That will be on the Love of the Game podcast this Sunday at 6 p.m. Best believe we're showing that play.
12 points for Hines on the breakout. Here they come. Nash Kelly has it. Let's see if he goes up and tries to flush, but Duane Odom gets on up. Back the other way comes Brown. Brown to the goal, and he has it stripped away. Here come the Wheeler Wildcats. They've got a 3-on-1. Behind the back pass. He thought about dunking, but I think he had mercy on the ones below him. I think one of his teammates, Nash Kelly, was a little too close to him, and that made him rethink that.
I have never been to basketball heaven, but I've got to believe this is kind of what it feels like. Oh!
There's a timeout on the floor. Why don't we take a timeout, too, with our score, Wheeler 27, St. Francis 19. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament on the SUV TV.
Watch your head.
Welcome back to the action. Holy Innocents Episcopal School, our score, Wheeler 27, St. Francis 19. You're watching the 6th annual Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament. Duane Walker along with Mondre Allen. Duane Odom, reverse jam.
I know the fans are going to get tired of this, but watch your head.
Odom got him down for 8 points, 8 of his team's 21.
So many explosive athletes on the floor. You're bound to see great plays. Both teams fighting hard.
Stepping out of bounds was Harris, number 35. And he'll exit the ball game. Entering is number 1, A.J. Burke. Burke is the 6'1 junior. 27-21.
A.J. Burke, another kid I've watched play for a long time. Stays in the gym, believes in his game, has built himself into a player.
Odom has the basketball. Let's watch out for this alley-oop. Let's see what we've got. They're going to give White basketball on the side. May have been a problem with the shot clock. I think they wanted some of the team members that are walking in the gym to step aside from the shot clock so that the players could actually see it. And now it's a 2-second separation. Before
tip-off, I knew this game was going to be pretty intense. You saw guys, Chase Ellis, Duane Odom, already had a sweat worked out coming in for the tip. I love to see that. That means they didn't take their pregame warm-up lightly. They were coming in, locked in, ready to play.
Now the officials will try to get the shot clock set up. One clock says 18, the other says 16. Now they match at 16 apiece. Charles Dunn's the referee. Sidney Wilkins and Paul McCadney, our officiating crew today. Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast as seen right here on VSUV TV. All right, here we go.
I want to see where Coach Catlett for St. Francis is going to go with the ball.
I'm going to call an alley-oop here. Back screen alley-oop.
I like it. I'm wondering if we're going to see looks like maybe judging by the way just where Jason Holder's standing, I'm wondering if we're going to see maybe some kind of pick and roll action with him and Duane Odom. But I definitely would love to see another alley-oop.
All right, Brown with it. Now Odom. Odom will get the pick from Holt. Seth Hubbard with it. He attacks the basket. Hubbard goes up and good. Seth Hubbard getting in on the scoreboard.
If you're a small guard, if you're 6'1", 6'2", and under, got to have a floater in your bag.
He works on that floater. He works out with Swain. Stolen away by Seth Hubbard. Now there'll be a foul call. Went to number 2, Prince Davies.
So you tell me Seth Hubbard is owning his moment.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I've seen the young man work hard, putting in that extra work.
Gotta love it. I love a gym rat. I feel like those kids always make it.
And he's actually coming off of an ankle injury. I may have mentioned that before, that has kept him out of a couple of games. Counts on Odom, being guarded by Kelly. Brown had a notion. Now here comes Odom. Yeah!
Wow.
He gets up in a hurry. He's got 10.
I thought he was going to dunk that one as well.
27-25. This is the closest St. Francis has been in the game since the early going. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the half.
Something about what Isaiah Collier is seeing he doesn't like. So apparently they're running something that's not happening right now. So he goes to the other side.
St. Francis now playing in the zone, packing it in. Holt with the clear. They've got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Odom with it. Odom to Seth Hubbard. Hubbard off glass. He misses the bunny. Got to get back on defense. Davies goes with the reverse to Collier. Collier to Kelly. Kelly in the lane. No, they're going to call a foul on the ground. We'll stay here.
Now, I don't want to knock the young man, but I got a problem with that play. I think he had Sam Hines there on a post-up. Little bit more patience. You get a dump down to a guy that already kind of has it going. If he doesn't like it, then he can kick it back out to you, and you can go and do what you're going to do.
Wheeler with the ball. Sam Hines Jr. posts up there. Or not posts up, but he shoots a 15-footer that does not go in. And St. Francis, they have an opportunity not only to tie the game with 2 minutes to play, but they could take the lead on a three-point basket. And who better to take it than Jordan Smith? He's got a couple of two 3-point baskets already.
Look like Will is switching up that defense a little bit.
There's that 3 attempt I Thought would come by Brown. Doesn't go in the basket. Collier will spot up from 3. He short rims it. Snatched out of the air by St. Francis. Number 21, Kai Simmons. That ball stolen away nicely by the freshman Collier. Here comes Sam Hines Jr. And the basketball ricochets out of bounds. It will continue to be Wheeler's basketball.
Changes everything for your team when the guy that snatches down the rebound can push it up the floor with his head up.
Surveying the court as he's going along. Love it. Nash Kelly.
Still some miscommunication there. It looks like something going on with A.J. Burke.
Kelly will fire. Draws nothing. Holt with another rebound. Man, Holt is active on the floor. Odom with it. Going one on a couple. Jordan Brown with it now. They'll move it around to Holt. Holt to Odom. Odom spinning. There's an open look for Holt. Bang.
That is an incredible play. That is just a tremendous athlete making a play for a teammate.
That's a three-point basket. His second of the game. He's got 6. Dangers of a 3-second violation. Nicely done by Prince Davies. For Davies, that's his second three-pointer of the game, and it's 30-28. Wheeler retakes the lead with 20 seconds to play in the half.
Davies' jump shot so smooth, so fluid. Looks like he's taken that shot a million times.
Odom working against a couple of Wildcats. Seth Hubbard in the corner. Long. Simmons came up with the rebound. Brown with it now, 3 seconds. Brown off balance, 3, no. And there goes the half. With the score, the Wheeler Wildcats 30, St. Francis 28. Quick point before we go to break.
I tell you, we're definitely not disappointed with this game. Both teams getting up and down. Both guys going to the bench. We've seen man, we've seen zone. I can't wait to see what the adjustments are going to be after this. If I'm St. Francis, I want to try to get into transition a little bit more. I want to get a few more easy buckets. I don't want to force Duane to have to create the amount of plays that he's had to create even for himself and for teammates. I want to try to get something easy if I can.
All right. We'll see how it all plays out. We're at halftime. We come back in just a few. We'll have third quarter action for you. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament here on the SUV TV. Welcome back, everyone, to the 6th Annual Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament here on the SUV TV. My name is Duane Walker, along with Mondre Allen. Third quarter action just moments away. Wheeler leading it by a score of 30-28 over St. Francis. And as you look over the halftime stats, Mondre, what stands out to you?
One thing that I see in a game like this, a lot of times it comes down to the very little things. And right now I see Wheeler has 5 second chance points to 0 second chance points for St. Francis. And they're up 2.
All the other categories relatively close in turnovers. Wheeler committed 4 in the half. St. Francis 5. Both teams had 10 assists. Both teams had 16 rebounds. 30-28 is our score. Holt rips that one away. Here comes showtime. Whap. Very unselfish play there by Odom to loft that ball to number 4, Jason Holt. He's got 8 points.
I think Duane Odom understands how important Jason Holt is to this team. Wants to see his guy get going as well. Know he could be a threat.
That's the 4th assist in the game by Duane Odom.
Man, Xavier has a heck of a player coming into their program.
30-30. And that's the Xavier in Cincinnati, correct?
Yes.
Traveling violation on the play.
Had a big discussion about Duane Odom on our first episode of Love of the Game podcast of what does it take for Duane Odom to get himself into the McDonald's All-American discussion.
Okay.
And a lot of talk about his school of choice is what could keep him out of it. I don't believe in politics. I believe in playing.
Oh, there's always politics. And speaking of which, the McDonald's All-American, a lot of people say, well, how do you become a McDonald's All-American? Well, you have to get nominated. If I'm not mistaken, tomorrow is the deadline to be nominated in your respective state.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Duane Odom was on a great team, shared the spotlight on that Atlanta Celtics team with Davion Smith and Caleb Murphy, Tanari Lane, shared that spotlight, and they played incredibly well.
Holt will fire from 3, doesn't get the roll. 30-30 is our score. That last foul as we come back the other way. There's a shot. No.
If I'm Wheeler, I don't want to get shot happy. I want to remember that nobody can guard Sam Hines.
Bingo. Jordan Brown has his 3rd three-pointer in the game. He's got 9. His team takes the lead, 33-30. St. Francis wearing the white uniforms. Wheeler in the blue, in case you didn't know. Basketball is loose out of bounds. It'll be St. Francis ball.
Jordan Brown struggled early, 2 for 8 in that first half. I bet he feels good seeing another one go down.
Odom working against Kelly. Holt now with it. Now to Jordan Brown, to Ellis.
I like to see the ball movement, the player movement. Don't want to get too stagnant.
Odom, long fired. Simmons with the rebound. No. Sam Hines Jr. to Kelly. Gotten away with the travel. No, he didn't. Traveling violation. He'll come out of the game as number 12. Javon Gamery will replace Kelly. Also in, number 0, Malik Spellman in for Wheeler. And speaking of Wheeler, I see we have a couple of dignitaries in the house.
Absolutely. You've got D.A. Lane over there, Wheeler High School, great. Georgia University.
SEC legend.
100%.
Odom pulls up. Simmons with the offensive rebound and good.
D.A. Lane still holds the record for points scored.
Wow.
Over 2,500 points in his career.
Simmons gets on the board for the first time. He's got 2. His team is up by 5. Wheeler Wildcats with the basketball. Launching from 3 is no. That's Gamery. And the ball deflects out of bounds off of St. Francis. Okay, when we began the broadcast, I talked about how excited I got watching a public school play against a private school, because I think quite often, Mondre, I'll just go ahead and say it, a lot of times I think the perception is that the private schools don't play nobody. Now, come on. Now, speak on that.
I don't think anybody could say that this year. I mean, if you look at the talent that Green Forest has and what they've been able to do this year, they're good. St. Francis is good. You had the Walker School that's played people this year. Like
Woodward Academy coming on.
Woodward Academy, you got the 7-foot unicorn over there with them. You got Pace with Matthew Cleveland, those guys. I don't think you can say that this year. Now, they may not play. If you look at Wheeler's region, with them and East Coweta and Pebblebrook and all that, like it's a gruel. So they may not have that, but it's still quality talent on those teams and quality competition when they come out and play public schools.
But it also seems like a lot of that private school talent has the opportunity to play at the next level, despite the rap on them not quote-unquote playing anybody.
Oh, 100%. I mean, coaches flock to go see Duane Odom. They flock to go see the Green Forest kids. Like, those kids are definitely playing at the next level. Those stats are not fluff. There's Sam Hines.
Sam Hines Jr. on the bucket. And for Sam Hines, he's got 14 points, 12 in the first half. Odom, the guy you just talked about, stops in the lane, elevates good. Just looks like he has an extra gear sometime, man. I don't know where it comes from.
And jet propulsion in his shoes.
Spellman from 3.
Wheeler going to the bench. I was shocked that the bench scoring was within 2 points of each other in the first half. Wheeler going to the bench and letting those guys play extended minutes.
Ellis off balance. Offensive rebound by Holt. Holt long rimmed it.
Tough bucket, and I'm giving Sam Hines the ball again.
Wow, ill-advised pass by Gamery. You got to know they call it KYP. Ooh,
wow.
Oh, he took the Jaminski steps and no call. Give Chase Ellis the basket, however, and for Ellis, he's got 6.
I think Ellis was shocked that Duane Odom got it through that tight space there. He wasn't expecting that ball to get through.
Thread the needle.
I am giving the ball to Sam Hines, man. I will let him tell me which shots he doesn't want to shoot.
Harris inside, takes it to the basket. Good. Nice move there by Harris, the 6'4 junior.
Good job by Harris.
Harris has 7 in the game. His team trails by 2. Jordan Brown, all 3 of his baskets were 3-pointers. Holt will spot up and score. Sean Holt, double digits. He's got 10.
Jordan Brown has showed off a little crafty handle there. A little more than I thought coming into this game.
Spellman will try it again. He'll hit again. Malik Spellman. I think his mama's in the back said, come on, Malik.
3-point shooting can change an entire ball game. This young man get his chance to play on the big stage. He's making the most out of it.
Game is within 1, 41-40 the score, 2:46 to play in the third quarter. Brown long rimmed it. Simmons with the offensive rebound, and they're going to call a foul. He'll step to the free throw line. That foul is set to number 2, Prince Davies. And for Davies, that's just his first personal foul. Simmons at the free throw line. He'll launch the first attempt. It is long.
I think these kids understand the moment that they're in. You see a group of kids right now, and the way that they're competing, you haven't seen everybody compete at this level. I think these guys understand. This is Hoopsgiving. We coming to play.
It's also telling which side the photo crew is on various media in the building. You see what side of the court they are positioned at. Spellman. 3! The trifecta. 3 of them for Spellman. He's got 9.
Spellman said, Mama, I made it. I'm on TV. Look at me.
Oh, he is. He is.
Love of the game. Go talk about me on Sunday.
Okay. Hey, but that's why you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching.
Absolutely. And shooting is at a premium. At the end of the day, to win the game, you got to be able to put the ball in the basket, and this young man is getting it done right now.
That personal foul went to number 2, Prince Davies. That's his second personal. Third team foul this half committed by Wheeler. Duane Odom at the free throw line. The first one on the way is short.
Now, I haven't looked at all the numbers yet, but something in me says Duane Odom is approaching 10 assists in this game. I don't know if I'm right.
Well, he has at least 4 so far. He had 3 in the first half, excuse me. And I know he had 1 on their first bucket of the second half.
We might be on triple-double watch.
43-42 after the free throw make by Odom.
That was a good pass by Sam Hines.
Spellman goes off glass. No. Whipped out of there by Holt. Holt to Odom. Oh, and after he dunked, he put his left hand along his side as if to say, don't even try it.
Shout out to Mark Jackson. Mama, there goes that man.
Wow. Very impressive. As we take a look at the replay, look at this right here. And by the way, 15 points for Duane Odom, but none more exciting than this. Watch what he does with his left hand after the ball goes to the basket. Yeah.
Whew. Jordan 11s. They'll do it for you. Kids, if you're listening, got to rock those 11s. Stay true.
It's all about the shoes. Odom out of control, but he regains the basketball. 44-43 to score. Chase Ellis. Oh, he's got.
That's a good move.
Wow.
Missed Duane Odom, though, but that was a good move.
Wide open. Odom was expecting that basketball, too. Out of bounds. Spellman is 3 of 5 from the floor, but 3 of the 5 were 3-pointers. And look, if you were to look at the score sheet and look for Spellman in the first half of the game, I don't see his name. Yet he comes on in the second half of play, and he's already got 9 points, and he immediately made a contribution. So it's not so much how much time you play, but what do you do with that time when you're in the game?
100%. And it just shows the amount of confidence that Coach Thompson is putting in these kids. That I'm going to go to my bench, I'm going to go to them early, and then I'm going to let them play. And then if I don't get what I want, I'm going to go deeper into the bench. I'm going to pull another guy that I feel like I can trust to give me what it is that I want.
And that's what it is. That young man, Malik Spellman, he's earning his coach's trust.
If he hits 2 more, he could end up with an offer off of this game. I don't know what his current situation is, but you've seen kids do it. The platform here at Hoopsgiving is so great. You could play your way into school.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't say, Mondre, and when you say offer, that comes at any level. Doesn't have to be Division I.
Oh, 100%. We're talking about a chance to get a free education. That's what we want to see. We want to see kids go to school for free.
17 points for Duane Odom. His team now leads by 3 with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Gamory with the basketball. Stepping up on him. That's number 10, Dominic Briggs. Three-point attempt is no. Up with it comes Ellis. He will launch wide to the left. And with 3 quarters in the books, St. Francis comes storming back to take a 3-point lead, 46-43. We'll come back with the fourth quarter in a moment. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament here on the SUV TV. And welcome back, everybody. Holy Innocents Episcopal School Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament, 46-43 as the fourth quarter begins. St. Francis has the lead, and they have the basketball. Dwayne Walker along with Mondre Allen. Hope you're enjoying today's broadcast here on SUV TV. And now I believe we have the shot clock, which did not run down. It should not be 30 seconds, so let's see what the referees decide to do. Sidney Wilkins, Charles Dunn, and Paul McCadney, the officiating crew. Sometimes when you have inconsistency with the shot clock, sometimes it can sort of delay the game if it's not on point, if you will.
Give a team a timeout that they almost didn't need, let them kind of recoup and get themselves together.
All right, they'll reset it for 17 seconds. Duane Odom will trigger the basketball, finds Holt. Holt unnecessarily took a dribble, but he'll score anyway as Chase Ellis gets on the board. He's got 8.
I want to see how long Coach Thompson. Oh, wow. That's a big shot there.
No doubt about it. Prince Davies. He's got 4 3-pointers in the game. All of his points have been 3-pointers. He's got 12. Odom, Ellis spinning, dealing, scoring. He's got 10. The 6'2 senior. Back the other way, Sam Hines Jr. tries to get his own rebound. Holt with the rebound. Man, let's look at the score sheets, how many rebounds he has. Odom to Chase Ellis again and give that guy the assist, Duane Odom. How many is that for him?
I think Duane Odom, that's 7. Should be 7 assists for him. Jason Holt, I think that's his 12th rebound at this point.
Holt is clearly in command. Down to Chase Ellis, but they're going to call a charge. So give that foul. Did they say number 24 or number 4? Let's see them put it on the board. Yep, it's going to be Holt. Jason Holt. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. It has bulged out to a 6-point lead by St. Francis. Isaiah Collier, number 4, checks in the ball game. He's been relatively quiet today, Mondre.
He has. And I may be a little old school, but I watch for things like this. Isaiah Collier runs onto the floor, player runs off the floor, no high five exchange. I just think little things like that matter more than people pay attention to. Got to keep that energy going. Got to keep it high. Got to keep it positive. Our guys can get down on themselves.
Errant pass there by Jamil Giles. Turnovers have not been an issue too much. Wheeler, they committed 8 through 3 quarters. St. Francis 6. And Giles will immediately check back out of the game after coming in. So very little patience being exhibited by Coach Larry Thompson of the Wildcats.
Wheeler a little bit smaller than St. Francis here. We'll see how they handle Jason Holt on the glass now.
Another foul.
Is that a charge?
I believe so. That's a second consecutive charge on the second time down. And he's got 3 personal fouls, does Jason Holt, the 6'6 junior. There's a wet spot that they'll wipe away.
I think I could call out something positive that Sam Hines does probably on every possession. He's playing good basketball today.
What's up with those shoes, though? They're purple.
Sam Hines doesn't subscribe to the Jordan 11 theory. Oh,
he subscribes to what?
You don't
subscribe to what?
Watch your head.
Sam Hines Jr., he's got 16 points in the game, scored 12 in the first half. You know Odom's going to try to answer. He goes off glass good. Duane Odom.
Knew his team needed a bucket. That's just tough. He's a winner. He's going to compete.
19 points in the game. 10 in the first half, 9 thus far in the second half. Collier tries to go. Stolen away by that guy there. Could be a give and go behind the back. Goes up. Brown, no. He missed the little chippy. Kelly has the notion to pull from three. He does. Bullseye.
That is a big bucket, young man. Very big bucket to get your team within 3.
5-point swing there. It very easily could have been 56-49. Or 48, excuse me. Duane Odom now with it. In the lane. Hubbard.
Yeah, I'm not letting him out of that corner. That's good defense there. I wouldn't let him out of there either.
They give that foul number 0, pardon me, Malik Spellman. That's the first foul for him. Go ahead, Mondre, you're saying?
If I catch you in that corner like that and I got help right along that baseline, I'm forcing you right to it. I'm not letting you out either.
No doubt.
I don't blame the young man for that foul.
Textbook. You're going to have to knock me over to get past me, basically.
For sure. Crafty with that handle.
Goodness gracious, Chase. Oh, goodness. He's got 14. Spellman to Kelly. Kelly will launch from 3. No. Collier goes in after it. And Odom has it. Now, you talked about the matchup, Odom against Isaiah Collier. And thus far, I think clearly Odom is winning that battle.
He is. I might call a timeout here if I'm Coach Thompson. They're starting to get a little out there, kind of settle my team a little bit.
Simmons has 4 points, 58-51 the score. Knights lead it by 7. Kelly to Malik Spellman, who had a notion. He's already got 3 3-pointers already. Seth Hubbard comes up with the steal.
Spellman did a good job not taking that one, I think. I don't think I take that one either. I want them to stay accountable for me. I'm going to move the ball and try to get those guys going.
Coming up on 4 minutes to play regulation. Odom, floater, in and out. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to say Simmons got foul. Foul with the 20, Sam Hines Jr. And for Sam Hines Jr., that is foul number 2.
There are some kids that we get a chance to see that force you to deal with them on every play.
I have a question for you, Mondre. I probably should know this, but I'm going to just be honest. Is that Kobe Simmons' brother?
I've been asking that same question myself. I think he is.
You think so?
I think he is.
All right, well, there's a timeout on the floor. Let's talk about it.
And I see the Simmons family over there.
Oh,
that's
man,
why I say
that's
that.
a no-brainer.
I see
do you see the
Mom
mama with a camera? Does Mama have a camera in her hand?
No camera, but she is sitting front row with the J mixtape
that's
sweatshirt on.
Then there it is, right
and
there.
And then I see Damon over there.
There it is.
Sister over there.
It's done. Yeah, there's a relation right there. Okay. Now, see, I was embarrassed to say I didn't know that, but I didn't.
Kobe Simmons in Charlotte now, I believe.
Nice.
Nothing better than doing what you love for a living.
Oh, no doubt. And getting paid for it, too. It's the best.
Play as long as you can play.
All right, so Simmons will take a couple of bounces. Misfires on that one. 58-51. Let's see if Isaiah Collier and the Wheeler Wildcats can cut into this lead. Doesn't even look like Collier's looking to score. What do you think, Mondre? Got away with the double dribble right there.
Came out at halftime, was working on a shot. Maybe he's feeling a little uncomfortable with his jump shot right now. But he's got to know that there's so many other ways that he can help his team. He's just got to keep playing.
18 points now for Sam Hines Jr. 58-53 to score. Simmons has that one blocked by your boy, Sam Hines Jr. You talked about you could accolade him on basically every possession. Wham!
There he goes. He came out, and that's the only thing that he worked on, Isaiah Collier, when he came out at the half.
Showed patience. He has 5 points, his first points of the second half. Seth Hubbard will spot and hit from 15 feet away.
That's a great answer.
Seth Hubbard.
Great answer from that kid. That's what you want to see.
He's got 4 on the floor. Oh, nicely done there by number 12, Gamery. You got to watch out for Prince Davies. All of his buckets have come on three-pointers. He's waiting to spot up right now. Look for him to launch. There it goes. Bam!
Big-time shot, young man. Big-time shot. And he's strumming the guitar, letting them know about it. I'm feeling it.
Listen, man, he's got 15. And what I loved about that sequence, he had his hands up ready to receive that three before it even came. So you knew he was going to shoot it as soon as he got it.
100%. And again, close out a little late. Close out a little late there on Jordan Brown.
Chase Ellis on that three-point basket.
I'm sorry, Ellis.
Ellis has 17 points, 13 of them in the second half. Kelly whips that ball. There's a three-point attempt, no, by Collier. Seth Hubbard up with the rebound, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to say that Collier clipped Seth Hubbard.
Now, I'll tell you what I do if I am Isaiah Collier. You just made one. Now you know on the next one you should get a hard closeout. If I'm as dynamic and as athletic as Isaiah, I'm going by him. I'm going to give him enough of a head fake that he really commits to it, and I'm going to go by him. And he's done such a great job of creating for other people when he gets into the lane. I would have tried that again.
We're under 2 minutes to play, 63-59 the score. St. Francis has the lead and the basketball. Duane Walker along with Mondre Allen. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving basketball tournament. Seth Hubbard with it. Now he spins around. He'll find Odom. Odom along to Ellis.
Way to play unselfish.
Brown. No. Holt with another rebound. He's got double digits in rebounds tonight.
That is great basketball right there. You can tell they're a well-coached team. Coach Catlett has his guys playing well. Last 90 seconds of the game.
St. Francis representing 1A private. Seth Hubbard with it. He'll spin. He'll launch. No. Wow, look at Holt try to crash the boards there. Back the other way they come. Sam Hines Jr. in the lane, goes up. Good. They're going to say no basket, though. They're going to say he got fouled on the ground.
Again, I love it. Don't settle for the three, young man. Freeze him. He's going to freeze him here. I'm going to take the jump shot. Nope.
The Hezzy cross. Bam. Gamery for three. He's got 5. There's a timeout on the floor. Let's take a timeout, too. We come back. We'll finish up the last 1 minute and 7 seconds with the score. St. Francis 63, Wheeler 62. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving basketball tournament on the SUV TV. Welcome back to Holy Innocents Episcopal School. With our score 63-62, St. Francis leading. And Duane Odom has some blood on his jersey, so they should set the clock for 20 seconds. So we'll have 20 seconds to actually address it. Let's see what they do. The timer should be on.
And he's running on and off. He definitely doesn't want to be off the floor.
Well, really, he has only 20 seconds to get it figured out. He should be playing basketball. And Drew Catlett milking it for all it's worth, strategically wasting time while Odom goes to fix his situation. So I like it.
That is a veteran coaching move by Coach Catlett. He had to counter the excellent baseline out of bounds play from Larry Thompson before the last timeout. I'm going to counter that.
Wow. And he does not have to come out if he gets back in time. He will not have to sit.
Got 23 checking in for Wheeler.
All right, so let's do a little reset here. 1 minute and 7 seconds to play. St. Francis, they have the lead 63-62. Also, after that timeout, St. Francis now only has 3 timeouts compared to Wheeler on the other side, who has 2 timeouts left as you take a look at Larry Thompson and the Wheeler Wildcats. Wildcats came in with a record of 4-1. The St. Francis Knights 3-0 on the season. And there goes your guy, Duane Odom. He is back and ready to go. And he gives a little slide. Did you see the little slide grin he gave right there? Like, oh, yeah, we got away with that one.
For sure. It is so odd watching Willard play without seeing Coach Doug Lipscomb,
right
on the sideline. Larry Thompson doing a tremendous job. But Coach Lip is a legend.
Duane Odom with the basketball. Under a minute to play now. That errant pass, on the ground they go, and up with it comes Collier. Collier will go against Odom. That's going to get swatted. You already knew that as soon as he went up in the air.
Got to try to get it on the backboard quick.
Collier, there's a flop, and let's see what the call is.
Did they call that a charge?
I hope not. Yes, they called it a block. I thought it was a good call. Let's watch the replay here. Oh, Collier tries to go baseline.
And Isaiah is grabbing his right quad. I could not tell if he hit his quad on that play, but
the youngster will step to the line. Isaiah Collier, he's a 6'2 freshman. He's got 5 points thus far in the game. And that last foul went to St. Francis, his number 24, Chase Ellis. That's 3 personal fouls for Ellis and 5 team fouls for the Knights.
Yeah, and it looks like Isaiah's got some sort of injury going on with that quad. He's reaching at it, trying to stretch it out before he stepped up to take this free throw.
And there it is on the way, and it's good. 6 points now for Collier. The ball game is now tied at 63 with 43 seconds to play. He can put his team up by 1. It's on the way, and it's no. Offensive rebound by Sam Hines Jr. Up and good. Number 23, Jamil Giles.
And look at that show of emotion from the Willard guys. Sam Hines loving it right now.
But look at the extraordinary effort to get the offensive rebound, and he challenges Duane Odom. And right there is number 23, Jamil Giles, the 6'6" junior, and he'll have an opportunity to give his team a 3-point lead.
Games like this, you're going to have to fight for every single inch. Every block out matters. Every closeout matters. Every rebound matters.
All right. We're going to keep it right here. Now, the Wheeler Wildcats have just 1 timeout remaining. St. Francis has 3. 65-63 is the score. St. Francis, who was just up, suddenly down. Isaiah Collier made 1 of 2 free throws, but it was the second miss that was assertively gone after by the Wheeler Wildcats on the offensive side. All right, so here we go. You can look for Duane Odom. That's who they're going to want to go to.
That's who I'm going to. I know Chase Ellis has played extremely well. Jason Holt has played well, but I'm going down with my guy. I'm giving the ball to Duane Odom.
Holt goes baseline. Inside to Odom. They surround him. Odom gets on the floor, and I think he's trying to call timeout. Let's see if they give it to the senior. Let's see if they give it to the senior. See if we get a little cachet points here. Let's see what they say. What's the ruling? That's what everyone wants to know. What's the call? I told you. I call that the cachet timeout. Hey, he's a senior. He was on the ground. He had the ball. He asked for a timeout. He got it.
He's the name we know.
Told you. I told you how it was going down.
He got the superstar call.
Hey, his team is down by 2. I don't question the call, but I just told you what was going to happen. It's called cachet, brother.
Hey, listen.
Cachet.
Listen, when you've been out here getting it done at a high level for a long time, you deserve a few of those.
Hey, man. 65-63 to score. 20 ticks of the clock left. I've enjoyed this game. It's been phenomenal. Both teams going back to back. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. Both teams have played above the rim. We've got an extraordinary effort from both alpha males on each team and Sam Hines Jr. Sam Hines Jr. tonight with 18 points so far. While on the other side, Duane Odom He's got 19 points.
Very hard-fought game by both teams, a very well-coached game by both coaches. It's been a pleasure to be in the building today.
All right, Duane Odom will take the basketball out underneath his own goal. Let's see if they have a set play on the inbound. Obviously they do. Seth Hubbard in the corner. He'll dribble out. 18 seconds to play. Hubbard to Odom. Odom between the legs. He'll go towards the bucket, and he's going to get hammered. Excellent call. We're shooting free throws either way because St. Francis is in the bonus. With that next foul, would have been the 7th.
I just want you to see the explosiveness of Duane Odom. Watch him get his man going. Stop on a dime. I'm going the other way.
Doesn't matter if he was shooting or not because it's a 1-on-1 situation. First attempt is good. Odom has 20. Some of the fans saying that he wasn't shooting, meaning he shouldn't have got any free throws, but they are in the bonus. Number 12 checks in, Javon Gamory. Situation substitution here. Kelly checks in, number 10, Nash Kelly. And Larry Thompson says, hey, go in there and get me a rebound. 65-64, he can tie it. Oh, he misses with 12 seconds. They're going to have to immediately foul. They do, and we're going to march the. I don't know why we're marching to the other end because that's only their 16th foul. It's going to be a side out underneath the basket.
They still got one more to give.
Yes, sir. No 1-on-1. No one. That's only 6 fouls. That's a 6th foul.
Now, if I'm Larry Thompson, I've got to get the ball into the hands of a really good free throw shooter. They're going to foul immediately, I think.
That foul went to number 24. Chase Ellis, that's his 4th personal foul. 65-64 the score, 11 seconds to play. Wheeler has the lead. And how would you play this? You know you're going to shoot free throws if you get fouled. Do you come with a more guard-laden team or guys that can shoot free throws, or do you just try to put the ball in your best player? How would you handle this?
Number one, I want the guy that I trust the most with the ball in his hands triggering it in. Everything starts from the actual clean inbounds pass. Somebody that can read that defense, that won't get tight, knowing that the game is on the line and this next pass is everything. I think I'm having Isaiah Collier probably take the ball out in this situation, and I'm trying to get it to Prince Davies or somebody like that, somebody that I know that's a good shooter. They've got a couple of shooters on the floor here. I don't even mind Sam Hines flashing hard up the middle of the floor to get a catch here and then fouling Sam.
Prince Davies will check out the basketball. Odom is face guarding his man. Oh, he wanted to call a foul, he does. They're going to call a hold on Duane Odom.
I think what just happened, Isaiah Collier is smiling. He just pulled an old school move on Duane Odom.
He grabbed him.
Grabbed his arm and fell down and pulled him down with him.
Boy, that's called basketball IQ.
Hey, that is elite, young man.
I hope we can get one of that. That was extraordinary.
Isaiah Collier has been watching some old Michael Jordan, some old 80s basketball.
Kind of caught the tail end of it, but watch him. Did I get it? Yes, I did get it. And Collier makes the front end of that 1-and-1 attempt.
And gets up laughing about it. Gotta love that from the kid. He knows he got away with one. But that's what you got to do. When you're out here and things aren't going your way, he's fighting through an injury. He's doing the best he can. He's doing anything to win.
10 seconds left in the game. 3-point lead. Odom will fire from 3. No, short-rimmed it. Up with it is Kelly. And there's another foul. So we'll march back to the other end of the floor. They call it on Duane Odom. And I'm going to live with that, Coach. My best player takes a three-pointer to try to tie the game. Of course, I want him to make it, but if he misses, I can live with that because I know my best player has the basketball in his hands.
100%. I am riding the ship until it sinks.
And sometimes you'll see star players shy away from that shot and not take it because of the pressure. Kelly misses. Now they're going to call a timeout, so he misses the front end of that 1-and-1. So St. Francis, they still have a chance.
Now the difficult thing is high school, you can't advance the ball.
Nope.
But Duane Odom's got enough speed that if he catches it on the run, that's more than enough.
He's got plenty of time to get off a 3. And as a matter of fact, you already know what time it is. They're going to try to get the ball to Duane Odom, and it'll be either him or Jordan Brown that will take that 3-point attempt. What's he drawing up over there, Drew Catlett? What is he saying in that huddle?
I'm definitely trying to get the ball to Duane Odom on the move. I'm trying to run somebody to a corner that maybe if we get a chance to get a pass ahead, maybe if we get a quick touch, one dribble pass ahead.
Yeah, there's a time for one pass. One pass, two dribbles with 2.4 seconds remaining. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Duane Walk along with Mondre Allen. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament here on the SUV TV at the Holy Innocents Episcopal School. What a phenomenal tournament this has been, day number 2. All right, so Seth Hubbard will trigger the basketball. Looks like they have a set play right here. Well, obviously, they had a timeout. But let's see how they run it.
Looks like Wheeler's going to zone it.
All right, Holt will try from 3. Oh, just short. And there goes the ball game. Valiant effort by St. Francis, but Wheeler pulls one out with the final score of 67-64 over St. Francis. Some final thoughts, Mondre Allen.
Amazing basketball game played by both teams. One of the best games that I've seen all day. Kids competed, went hard. You saw the best of each player. Then you saw the coaches kind of get in their bag as well. Love to see it.
Leading scorer is Duane Odom for St. Francis. 21 points for him. And then on the other side, how about Sam Hines Jr. and the job he did today?
Sam Hines is a warrior, doing all the little things that you need to be successful. Great game played by that kid.
All right, so we've got another one in the books. Game number 8 of the day on the main court coming up. It'll be Pace Academy taking on Westlake. But as far as this one is concerned, the final score, Wheeler 67, St. Francis 64. Let's take time out. You're watching the Holiday Hoopsgiving Basketball Tournament on the SUV TV.